Have y'all seen this? I want to talk about it just only, I guess mainly because we talked about it on Ripping a Silverback, right? Yeah, Ripping a Silverback. And so employees of Rockstar Games have publicly wished death on supporters of Donald Trump while also publicly advocating for grooming children. So you hear that and you're like, what in the hell? There's got to be something else to it. And Demian, shout out. And the expose has revealed numerous Rockstar Games employees sinister comments and agenda. First, he pointed to Alicia Powers Lee, a senior talent acquisition specialist at Rockstar. Sounds like a very important gig. Responded to a post from Bernie Sanders on her now deleted account on X, wishing for the death of Donald Trump and his family. Sanders wrote, if Mr. Trump's plan to repeal the estate tax is enacted, his family and his cabinet nominees will receive a tax break of up to $9 billion. It's kind of crazy how Bernie still to this day thinks he deserves other people's money. Another Rockstar Games, Lee responded, a fair price were they to all drop dead. That's a wild thing to say. Another Rockstar Games employee, Max Seat, an associate production coordinator, reposted, this sounds like a fake job, by the way, reposted a post from Amir Satvat, a business development director at Tencent Games, claiming that Gamergate 2.0 were criticizing video game employees for being diversity hires, being told they were only hired for their appearance and as eye candy. I don't know about the eye candy part, but yes, quite literally, almost all major games publishers have some now. It's definitely after George Floyd 2020 started coming up with these self-imposed rules and agendas to bring people in solely because of their identity. So less about eye candy. I think that's inappropriate, but absolutely hired for your agenda. That's a fact. We're not making that up. And even having doctored media created with their faces on offensive, inappropriate content. Another Rockstar Games employee is a man who is pretending to be a woman. Vivian Langdon, a senior tools programmer, what a way to preface that sentence, is a supporter of transgenderism. That doesn't surprise me. I assume all of these companies have someone that is very much a proponent of that. Not surprising. I think a big part of this is everybody has their opinion and guesses and projections and all of the words. What is Grand Theft Auto? What is it going to look like? Now, my assessment from all the information that's out there, if I were to just guess, is not necessarily, I would not say that it's going to be quote unquote woke, but I do believe it'll be a sanitized version of whatever it was. I don't think that they're going to be joking in the same manner that they had been in the past. I just don't think that's going to happen. And yes, some of it has to do with the makeup of their employees, but also it's just the general major publishers, major studios, how they approach storytelling nowadays. Yeah, of course, that's to be expected. A lot of the OGs aren't there at Rockstar anymore anyway. And the bigger corporate entities have a bunch of these types. And they can't separate their ideological sort of positions from the games that they're creating. And if you have all of these that are part of your, especially in leadership positions, we talked about last week with all of these, what do you call them? Certifications, DEI, literal DEI certifications that a lot of these, again, employees, regular base employees, as well as senior leadership. I just can't believe that they'll produce something that's going to be as raunchy as the previous Grand Theft Autos. I don't see it happening. That said, if it were just, because the gaming industry needs it bad, and if it came from Rockstar, it would be so on time if they did make a game that pushed all the buttons. It was hilarious. It offended everybody. It didn't matter. Poke fun at everybody. It will be massive. The game is going to be massive in either way. It's Grand Theft. But what a statement that would send if they just put out a game that was just it was a Grand Theft Auto game. So we'll see what happens. But that's the update because we talked about it on Ripping the Silverback. And I don't know. Like I said, I'm not willing to say, unless, like I said, there's something that happens pertaining to like leaks as far as the stories are concerned and how they approach things. I can't just say, oh yeah, GTA 6 or whatever is going to be woke, quote unquote. I do believe that it'll be at least a little sanitized. It'll be safe, which is not what Grand Theft Auto has been. But we'll see. Thanks for watching. Be sure to head over to Rippaverse.com to check out our comic book company. We have books, plenty of merchandise, and even some glorious animations from Rippaverse Studios.